Welcome to Reckless Paradise, everyone. I'm your host, Marissa, and I'm here with my co-host, Dystro. Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
Happy Thursday, everybody. I hope everybody is having a very good week. My week has actually been very good compared to last week.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, man. I have been outside a lot this week. I've been kayaking. I started my kayaking season. I'm like a whole week late. Usually I start like the week after my birthday, and it's been 2 weeks since my birthday went by. So I'm like a bit of a week late, but I love kayaking, and I'm glad that I started it this week. I'm gonna go again tomorrow, probably. Hey, as long as the weather's nice, I'm gonna try to be out on the water as much as I can this year.
Right, I get you.
Ugh. But how are you doing, Daisho?
I'm alright. Just I was watching some YouTube shorts, before I got on.
Of course you were, you nerd.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. Oh, alright. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope everybody is doing well out there. We're almost done June, so hang in there. Summer has officially began as of yesterday. So let's kick it off on a good note here with another random ranking episode. The last episode we did was Def Leppard. This was just this past Sunday. It actually turned out surprisingly well compared to how I thought it was going to turn out with the results. But you guys seem to like the Blink-182 stuff that we've been doing with random rankings. So we're going to bring this back and we're going to do episode 2 tonight. We've got 10 more songs lined up for you guys to listen to us rank in a top 10 list format. 10 being like, not necessarily least favorite, but least favorable. And then like number 1 being favorite. So, little disclaimer here, me and Daisho have not seen each other's list, as y'all should know by now. But we do have the same songs that we have to rank, because we're ranking them together. So, I did mention in the last episode what the 10 songs were, but for those who did not listen to the last episode, I'll go ahead and re announce those songs for you guys. I'm going to announce each song as well as the album that they were on. So, starting off with Peggy Sue from Cheshire Cat. We've got Dysentery Gary from Enema of the State. That's fucking interesting because it's like one of my favorite songs. We've got She's Out of Her Mind from California. We have Wishing Well from Neighborhoods. We've got TV from Cheshire Cat. We have Always from Untitled. We have Even If She Falls, which is a bonus track from the Neighborhoods album, but it's from the deluxe edition. So this is only a track you will hear if you listen to the deluxe version of Neighborhoods, which we did. So that's why I put that on the list. We have Just About Done from Cheshire Cat. We have Stockholm Syndrome from Untitled, and we have Damn It from Dude Ranch.
Hmm.
A lot of Cheshire Cat ones this time.
The Cheshire Cat heavy episode.
Last time it was like all like what California stuff.
Mm,
Oh man. I feel like that's gonna happen with a lot of these random ranking things we do. Like we're always gonna get that one episode where it's like really heavy on some tracks from just one album.
yeah. Well, I mean, look at the last episode that we had, like with Def Leppard and stuff. I,
Yeah, we had a lot of. Well, actually, yeah, we had a lot of Adrenalize on that one.
yeah.
All right, so if you guys aren't familiar with random ranking, we take random songs, and rank them on a top 10 list, like I just explained. We literally take every song that we've heard from our pilgrimage, whether it's Def Leppard, Blink, AC/DC, Billy Talent. We're gonna bring Foo Fighters into play very soon. We're halfway done our Foo Fighters pilgrimage, so yeah. So we take all the songs that we know by a band or artist, put them. I put them on a list, and I take that list, I copy and paste it on randomizer.com, and it'll spit it out in a random order. Whatever the first 10 songs are, we take those and we rank them on a top 10 list format. So, without further ado, are you ready, Dystro?
Yes.
Finally, you're ready because on the Def Leppard one, you're like, not really.
Well, because I didn't. I kind of knew that what going into it. To be honest with you.
You sound so anticlimactic. Do you need a hug, Dystro?
I always need a hug. Don't remind me.
Patrick.
That's okay, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna let you go first. I'll be nice. I'll let you go first. Let's start off with number 10. What you have?
Okay, I went with Peggy Sue.
Hey, we agree.
It's
Uh,
not bottom of the barrel, but it's like,
It's least memorable for me.
yeah. There's one like way up in the top three that's very memorable for me, but we'll get to that.
Now, what's funny is I just listened to Peggy Sue minutes before we started recording because like I needed a refresher, so
Mm,
it's kind of still fresh in my head, but it's not like my go-to song from Cheshire Cat. So that's why it's kind of bottom of the list. But it's
mhm.
not a bad song by any means. None of these songs are bad. They're all good in their own way. It's just this one's the least memorable for me.
Yeah, I say so too.
Yeah, that was pretty simple. It's
Yep.
always like the first few, it's like easy, but then as you keep going, it gets like, oh.
Oh.
All right, number 9. I went with the one California track we got tonight, which is "She's Out of Her Mind."
Wow, really?
Yeah. Again, this is another track that's not memorable for me anymore.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Um, I did just about done.
Okay, we're kind of on the same wavelength with that one because that's literally my next one. Spoiler alert. But yeah, with "She's Out of Her Mind," I think what happened was I played it so much when I was younger because like California was like technically my first Blake album because I knew a few songs from California as a kid because they played it on Show'em when I was a kid because California came out in 2016. So this was technically my first album, so I knew this song and I knew "Bored to Death." So like the problem was it's the same kind of situation with "Bored to Death." I overplayed them so much to the point I just got sick of them. Um, so that's my reason for why I put it so low. It's not a bad song. The whole album's good, but it's just I overplay it so much to the point where I can't stand to play it anymore.
Fair, fair.
So what you got to say about "Just About Done"?
Don't you put
Fuck, I'll let you know. Just about done.
to
I'll
put
let you know.
like you said, like, it's not a bad song. I for my thing, it's just that I don't hear it enough.
Hey, that's fine. At least you remember the lyrics.
Don't you put
They fucking make random ass fucking monkey noises and shit. The fucking random screaming and shit. It's like, ah, ah. Oh my god. Now I guess I could talk about this one because this is my number 8. What's your number 8?
I want dysentery Gary.
Ah, wow. Okay.
I'll go to my reasoning. I'll go to my reasoning, but I'll let you go ahead with your first.
Just
Oh,
about done, man. Like, out of all the fucking songs we could have gotten tonight, we got this one. I love this one though. It's fucking goofy. I remember the first time we heard it, we're like, what the fuck is this? We just started laughing.
that's basically the whole album in a whole.
Literally, like Cheshire Cat, like it really depends. I've mentioned this before on Facebook because there's like a post that I shared or something about their debut album as well as a follow-up album. I had chose Blink-182 for that because it really depends. If you consider Buddha or Cheshire Cat as the debut album, I consider personally, I know Buddha is kind of on the discography, but I always considered Cheshire Cat as the debut album with Dude
Mhm.
Ranch being the follow up. Both albums are good. Cheshire Cat really showcases what they have to bring to the table. They're goofy kids, for fucking starters, but they have musical talent. They do have the talent, and they proved exactly that. And with just about done, that's like the top example of their goofiness. Like, it's just all this song. Like I said, I still remember when we first heard this song, we are fucking dying of laughter. We were just so fucking
Mhm.
into it.
I wish we could have gotten Depends.
Oh god. Dear god, that fucking song is good too.
So my reasoning is like what I said about just about done. It's I don't hear it a lot. I don't hear it a lot at all.
Wow, that's crazy. I hear this one a lot on my phone on my Spotify playlist.
But like my Spotify, it's like it's over 100 hours and stuff. I'm not gonna
You
get
need to
through one of
fix
them.
that. Do what I did. Make a Blink, like separate your artists like I did. Like when we've been doing the pilgrimages, like I don't know if you noticed after I'm done, I'll
Yeah.
go back and I'll put the ones I liked on a separate playlist just for that artist. That's what
Mm.
I've been doing. So that way, like if like usually done the pilgrimage, or even when we're still doing the pilgrimage, I'll go back and I will re-listen to what we just listened to a few times. Like I just did that tonight with a Foo Fighters track from One by One, and I just re-listened to it again. And I'm like, I really like this song. So I've been doing that this whole time. So it helps me when it comes to ranking the songs on like a top 10 or top 15 list. It helps me tremendously because it's still fresh in my head what these songs are like.
Fair, but
I smart.
knowing, but you smart. But see, for me though, it's like my playlists have been growing since like I was ever in high school when I was about to
Mm-hmm.
get out of high school too. So it's like for me to do them, like it kind of just breaks my heart a little bit, like if I did that. But I mean, fair enough, fair enough.
You should
Like,
do that, like with the next pilgrimage we do, or even with Foo Fighters. So you still have time to do it with the Foo Fighters ones. Like you don't like
true.
you can still add them to that same playlist you're doing. You could, but you could just
Oh
make a
yeah,
separate one, on the side, and like go back and re-listen to the Foo Fighters stuff. So that way it's easier for you to find on the list. You don't have to scroll through like 1,000 songs. Maybe you have to scroll through like 100.
I have like almost 2,000,
Just a
two
little
thousand songs.
just a little thought, like that's what I've been doing since we've been doing these pilgrimages. Like I've been making separate playlists for each band, but I still add my favorite songs to my other playlist too. Because like when I'm out and about, I just like to quick shuffle and just hear whatever comes on. Sometimes
Oh
I'll skip
yeah,
it though
me
if I'm
too.
not in the mood. But
Me too.
anyways, we got off track here. I apologize, everybody. I'll get to Dysentery Gary when we get to it because it's ranked pretty high on my list.
As it should.
Number 7, I have Damn It.
Okay, I have even if she falls for mine.
Oh, okay. It's the bonus track from Neighborhoods. I'll let you talk about that one first, actually. Go ahead.
It's like I said, about just about done with dysentery gear and stuff. Like replay, like I like a lot of these songs I do not hear as much. Like I hear always and damn it, like on the daily sometimes. I hear she's out of her mind maybe once in a blue moon, but not like, not Stockholm syndrome or wishing well or anything like that. Like I don't hear a lot of like I hear a lot of the mainstream stuff. I don't hear a lot of the hidden track stuff.
Right.
And that's just because some of my radio stations are just like, okay, we're just gonna play the mainstream stuff, but not the other stuff.
Right. I kind of wish Sean played more Blink. Like I hear Blink once in a blue moon, but then again, they do the '90s thing right at 9 o'clock, and that's when I'm like getting ready to do our show. So it's like I completely miss it each time. But like once in a blue moon, I will get lucky and I will hear them play Blink like in the middle of the day. It happened to me once, and they played Adam's song. I was like super like thrilled about it. But
Yeah.
anyways, I put Damn It at number 7, just because I played this song a lot. Like once we finished with Blink back in like February, because it only took us a month to do the Blink stuff, which was crazy. Um,
Mhm.
when we finished at the end of February, I was playing this song a lot. This was like my go-to song for a while. I had to rank it low because the other 6 songs above it, I personally have more of an attachment to them, or like I just really enjoy them more, or like I enjoyed them more when I first heard them, like that kind of feeling. Damn, it's really good. Like it's one of the best, one of the bangers, like one of the songs that really kickstarted them into stardom.
I think
It's all
that
right.
in Josie probably put them
Oh
on the
God,
map too.
fucking Josie. It's all right to tell me
Tell me,
what you
especially
feel.
the music video as well.
Oh god, both music videos are good. Fucking Josie and Damn It. Oh man, fucking purple hair Tom, blonde haired fucking. I mean, not Tom. Purple hair Mark,
Mark,
blonde hair Tom, and then we had fucking Scott. I think Scott was still there.
Scott, yeah, Scott Ranner, and then like 99 with Enema. Um, Travis
With
came in.
Travis.
Travis.
Also, congrats to Travis. He's gonna become a fucking dad.
Yeah, with Courtney Kardashian.
Honestly, though, what a win. Like he's doing good. Let him
That's a
let him be.
that's a W on all fronts.
I love Travis. Anyways, number 6. What do you have?
I have Stockholm syndrome.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
Well, we're all over the place tonight.
Oh, I bet.
My number 6 is Wishing Well from Neighborhoods.
Okay, so it's kind of the same ballpark with
I
mine.
just heard Wishing Well like a couple days ago. I went through Wishing Well, stood on the ocean floor, washed up along the shore. I love that song. Like I heard okay, so I think I've played the full Neighborhoods album at least 3 times since we finished the pilgrimage. And if everybody knows, spoiler alert, that is my favorite Blink album. It's heavily slept on. It's so fucking good. It's the last album they did with Tom before his departure from the band. Besides the Dog Eat Dog fucking
EP.
EP, yeah.
Yeah.
Besides that, that was their last official album they did together with Tom before he left, and then they brought in Matt Skiba for 2016's album California. So this album was just it was a two for Blake for the pilgrimage. Way to start it, to be honest. This was an album that we only knew one song from before we
Yeah.
started, and it's like this is good. Like we're getting some new shit right off the bat to hear, and I really loved it track by track. Even though we did play the deluxe version, it was still good. Like I really couldn't even tell it was a deluxe version.
Yeah, I thought it was one of the main songs on the album.
Yeah. So like when we did the breakdown for this album, I was kind of confused on which tracks were from the deluxe version.
Hmm.
But yeah, Wishing Well is really good. I've always liked it. I tend to go back to that song a lot lately just because I miss the Blake pilgrimage sometimes. But yeah, really, really good song. So what
Hmm.
do you have to say about Stockholm Syndrome? Let me guess. Let me guess. You do not hear it enough.
Ding ding ding.
I love Mark's main fucking vocal point on that song, like the main breakdown.
Okay, now would you include the interlude with the song?
I just put the song, like I didn't I actually kind of forgot about the interlude.
Like, see, for me, it's like I think the interlude kind of makes it more impactful, kind of to me,
Yeah.
because it's about Mark's grandfather in World War II,
Yeah.
which I was like, wow, like that's crazy.
It is crazy.
Because I think I told the story before to you. A little short time here, a little sidebar. My grandfather, before he had passed, he was 102. He was I think he was in World War II,
Oh wow.
and he kind of like he didn't have like flashbacks or anything, but it was just like he had like some medals hanging up in his house and stuff, and he was just like, he's like, yeah, yeah, that's the past. He's like, this is the now. I'm focused on the now. Like, all right. I was like, well,
Well, I mean, hey, ain't wrong.
yep. Miss you, Papa.
So I will talk about Stockholm Syndrome when I get to it because I have a lot to say about that song. All right, we are
Watch
finally
me.
into our top five. What do you have for number five?
Damn it.
Okay, that's cool. I'm actually kind of glad you put it up there. I kind of figured you'd put it up a little bit higher than I would. So my number five goes to the bonus track from Neighborhoods, Even If She Falls. That song just makes me want to fall in love. Like, it's so good. I really wish they would have kept it on the original album, not just the deluxe, because this would have been the perfect closer. Yeah, like Love is Dangerous, the actual closing track, like yeah, that's good. It ends it on kind of a dark note, but I kind of wish they would have ended it on a brighter note with this track because it's just a really beautiful song. Makes you kind of want to fall in love. Makes you just like it kind of makes you believe in love again. Like if you're like one of those people who have been bitter about love for a long time, like me,
Hmm.
it kind of just brings your spirits up a little bit. I've actually encountered a lot of songs lately over the last few months that have kind of just brought my spirits up a little bit. Like it kind of like helps me believe in love again and stuff like that, and that nothing is impossible and all that stuff. Like it's just one of those really good songs that makes you feel good. So I had to put it at number five here. I absolutely had to. If I didn't put it in my top five, I was gonna feel like shit. So what do you have to say about Damn It?
I mean, you basically kind of nailed it on the head when you were talking about it. Like, short and sweet, to the point, kind of. It's what shot them to superstardom to me, like that and Josie. But like, damn, it's like one of those like. I'm guessing it's kind of like not like a like rebellious song, but it's kind of like teenage, kind of like summer, kind of like hanging out by the pool kind of songs to me.
Oh yes.
But it's like it kind of like tells, I guess, like Mark's love that he had lost before. I'm guessing in the video. I'm guessing that's what it's supposed to be. But it's like this is growing up, so it's like I guess he's trying to grow up
I
and
guess
not
this is
be
growing up.
growing up. I remember the video that we when we watched it for MTV night. I said he kind of looks like a off-brand Pete Wentz.
Oh God, yes. I remember us saying that too. I was like, yeah, it's like an off-brand fucking Pete Wentz from Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm actually really happy you put Damn It at number 5. I'm actually really happy you did that. I kind of expected it because I know you really like that era of Blink. I know you like the old school stuff a little bit more than the new stuff, which is fine.
Hey, listen.
No, that's good. Like that's good that you like the old school stuff.
It's like when we did the the pilgrimage, I was kind of excited because I was like, okay, I get to kind of express my fandom. I put that in air quotes. Fandom. And because like Blink for me, like I discovered them when I was what, like fucking middle school, I guess. Maybe going into high school, I guess.
So the prime years of your life.
Prime, yes, prime years. When I was a wee lad, uh, and I think the first song that I ever listened to, I think it was either "Damn It" or "First Date." I believe it was "Damn It," and I was like, okay, I had to deep, like deep dive into more Blink and stuff, and I discovered like First Date, and then After Midnight, or Up All Night. I'm sorry, Up All Night, and then dove into the California stuff. Not too far deep into it, but I kept the range between Damn It or Dude Ranch and Neighborhoods. That's where I kept it for like the
Mine
longest
was
time.
mine was just like I said, I found Bored to Death and She's Out of Her Mind. I found those when I was in high school. I was a actually it was a summer of going into sophomore year. I remember that. And I found Blink through Shom. Surprise, surprise. No pun intended. And then I kind of discovered like their mainstream stuff, like Adam's Song,
Hmm.
Stay Together for the Kids, The Rock Show, First Date. I didn't find Damn It until we did the pilgrimage, which is interesting. Because I didn't really dig too deep into their stuff. I was just like here and there, like that kind of thing. But, anyways, moving on. Number 4, I put TV.
I put Wishing Well.
Oh wow! Okay, I'm actually proud. You put Wishing Well higher.
See, that's why I was saying when you were talking about Wishing Well, I was like, yeah, I put that like in my top, well, top five.
Yeah, I put it just outside. What do you have to say about Wishing Well?
I don't hear it a lot, but when I do hear it, it kind of brings back to the pilgrims that we did,
Oh yes.
because it's like,
Da, 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 da,
yeah, it's like it was
da.
so, I'm not gonna say groovy, but it was kind of like
Catchy,
catchy. Yeah, it was just super catchy,
very
which
catchy,
I like in some songs.
especially
It,
with Blink.
yeah. uh,
Oh god, I went with TV. I did this in terms of okay, because we had a lot of Cheshire Cat tracks from this one. I was like, okay, which one do I like out of the 3 the most? I had to pick TV, and I'm like, okay,
Give me TV.
where would I put this? I'm like, let's put it at number 4 to be safe. I really like this one. You and I have like a little bit of an inside joke with this one.
Yep, we do. I need my TV.
TV. It's literally fucking. It sounds like a song that a middle-aged man would make. Cause like you know how like you have like your 30s and 40s dad People were like in their 30s and 40s, like they just want to sit down and watch TV after work. Like that's literally what fucking reminds me of. Every time I hear this song, I'm like, okay, it has to be like about a middle-aged man who just wants to watch fucking TV after work or something.
I need my TV.
And I could just see in the music video there's different like shit trying to like obscure him from watching his show, or like
Mhm.
different people trying to distract him. Like I could just see that. Like I'm
He's
picturing my head.
like trying to like look around. He's like, I need my TV. Just push people out of the way.
There should be a fucking music video for that. God damn it.
Oh, oh man, that'd be well. I mean,
You
I
just have
wish they
fucking Mark,
would.
who's like the middle-aged man, and you have Tom, and of course at this time Scott would be the ones distracting him and shit. Like, oh my
I
god.
mean, it'd be even funnier with like Travis now because it's like
Oh god.
he'd be like calling up Mark and be like, "Hey man,"
He's
and
like,
it's like,
dude, I'm trying to watch TV.
"I need my TV," and then just hangs up the phone.
I could just see fucking Tom dressing up as a girl for this one, just to
Oh
pretend to be
god.
Mark's wife.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Anyways, number 3. What'd you put?
I put she's out of her mind.
Okay. Wow. Holy shit. I put
Yeah.
always.
Okay.
Oh, I've been obsessed with this song lately. Like I just like came across it like literally this past week, and I've been playing it a lot. Come on, let me hold you, touch you, feel you always. I
Always.
love the fucking like dramatic voice of Tom. It's just like gets me every.
Always.
And I just saw a fucking live rendition of this song on TikTok. I'm like, oh my god, they sound so good.
It the same voice. It just reminds me of fucking I miss you. The
Oh
way they
yeah.
did I miss you. Don't waste your
I
time on
mean,
me.
same album.
I mean, yeah, but it's like, it's funny that don't, we didn't analyze this until now, but it's like, I think I've kind of noticed it when we were doing that album. I was like, is he doing that kind of dramatic voice with some of the songs or all the songs? But
He's
I
just
was
a
like,
dramatic little dude.
la
Uh,
la 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 la.
but yeah, I love the music video. We watched it together for MTV night, and
Mm,
at the end, of fucking course, Travis gets the girl.
hey, hey, he's getting that bag, bro.
He's getting that. He's like the only cool member. The other two are kids.
uh,
It's like the
well,
episode like Two Men and a Baby.
to man the baby. All right,
Uh,
well, now which one of them is the baby?
Travis.
Travis, of course, it would be Travis.
Oh boy. Anyways, yeah, go ahead and talk about She's Out of Her Mind.
It. So I saw the music video before. I mean, probably a lot of us have at this point. Uh, it was kind of funny that they did a remake of "What's My Age Again," but with
Oh
just
yeah.
girls in it, and that probably got like over 25 million likes at that, or 25 million views at that point and stuff. I'm like, yeah, like let's have naked girls, with the bars on, on their privates and stuff. And it's just like, of course, like that's gonna get a lot of views because it's like, duh. But it's funny that the three were like social media influencers and stuff. I'm like, I wonder how that meeting went when they were trying to convince them, like, okay, it's for a Blink music video. It's like, yeah, uh-huh. It's like, okay, we're gonna reshoot the whole thing of What's My Age Again, but just with you three. It's like, uh-huh. I would have been like, okay, I'm out of here.
And
Like, hello,
fucking Matt
bye.
Skiba's the damn nurse. Like, what? It couldn't have been Mark or Travis?
Um, I
Could have
don't
been fucking Travis.
I don't think Matt Skiba was the nurse,
Yes,
did
he
he?
was.
Oh wow,
You
okay.
see like a clip where girls are running past him and he's swirling around the fucking stethoscope. I'm like, that's Matt
Oh,
Skiba. I'm like, what? It should have been fucking
Mark or
Mark
Travis.
or I think it should have been Travis.
That'd be funny.
Oh
That would be funny.
God. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised you ranked that very high. Like, wow.
It's very energetic. It's catchy.
I'm in deep, this girl, but she's
But
out of
it's
her
out of
mind.
mind.
Whoa! It sounds like a summer
Whoa.
song, you know? Like, I might have to
Yeah.
go listen to that now, just for the
Hmm.
hell of it. Alright, number two. This
Number
is
two.
where I put Dysentery Gary.
I put TV here.
Hey, okay, that's cool. Um, what do you have to say about TV?
I mean, it's freaking catchy as hell. It's funny as hell. I
Inside
mean,
jokes.
inside jokes, yeah, that's a lot involved. uh, Again, like I don't hear this as much, but like on the off chance I'm like, okay, I hit shuffle, then sometimes like TV comes on, I'm like, okay, hey, yeah, I need my TV. Just,
Like, even
and,
then, it lives in your head rent free.
oh yeah, of course it does. Of course
That's
it
like
does.
me with Dysentery Gary. This is my favorite song from Enema of the State. Um, I've when we heard this song, I'm like, yeah, this is it. Got a lot of heartache. She's a fucking
Fuck
weasel.
Weasel.
Wait, is he's a fucking weasel? But I always say she. But yeah, and I always like the closing part. He's like, "Where's my dog? Cause girls are such a drag." Like, it's so fucking catchy. I love that song so freaking much. Um, yeah, like I love Enema of the State. It's definitely the album. Like, yeah, Dude Ranch, great album. This album really blew them out of the water. It really helped propel them to fame and fortune. And plus, they had brought what? Isn't this the album with Travis? Travis came in on this one.
Yes, this is the first album with Travis, and then there was one after that.
Travis.
Travis.
But yeah, I love this and Terry Gary. Forever fucking will. It's so fucking catchy. It's basically about getting your heart stomped on, practically, and that girls suck and all this blah shit. Anyways, number one. What do you
Number
have?
one. I put always here.
Okay, I expected that. I put Stockholm Syndrome.
Okay, I kind of expected that from you.
So I'm going to talk about that one real quick. Man, I love Stockholm Syndrome. It's from Untitled. I think this one's a very close tie with like Asthenia or something like that. I think that's the name of the track.
Esthenia, yeah.
This one and fucking Asthenia are very, very closely tied for me as like number one from Untitled. They're both good. Obviously, Stockholm Syndrome is going to take the cake here for me. Um, I love the breakdown part where Mark's like fucking yelling the lyrics. I'm sick with apprehension and I'm driven from exhaustion. Like, I fucking love that. Like, you can feel the fucking anger and shit in that. It's really, really good. Um,
Mm.
this is the first thing I remember. Now it's the last thing left on my mind. Like, I love how Tom and Mark, they kind of play off each other on that song. That's kind of what really drew me into it. Plus, like I said, Mark's emotion, raw emotion with the breakdown part. Like, oh, that's so fucking good. I'm definitely can like justify that this is my number one from Untitled.
Hmm. I could
Now,
see that.
you got Always. What do you have to say? I'm happy about that.
I mean, I think this was another one that I had listened to very early on and stuff, and this was before I was became a huge Blink fan and stuff. Um, it's just because like the I still remember this. I would try to mimic the uh bass line that Mark was doing on his pink bass, by the way. Awesome bass. Uh and it's like hold you, touch you, feel you always.
Always.
And the the way it treated me too was the three different cameras as well for
Oh,
Tom, Mark, and Travis, and and plus it lined up perfectly with all three of them in the doorway, and then the girl and stuff, and it's like it was kind of funny.
oh
Um,
yeah.
it and plus like I was getting into cinematography and stuff at that time, so it kind of like made me wonder. Okay, they had like three different cameras, or maybe they just used one camera, but then they edited it to look like it was three different once. And I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. It just intrigued me, so I was like, all right. So,
Oh man. Well, my friends, that wraps up Random Ranking Blink 182 Edition Episode 2. I hope you guys enjoyed. Where would you guys put these songs? Did we do alright? I think we did pretty good.
I think so too.
Like, our number ones were, like, pretty fucking solid. Like, both, well, yours is more of a bigger hit than mine, but
Hey,
nonetheless, like,
hey, it's a bigger hit in your heart.
oh yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, man. So, with that said, Dystro,
Mm.
what's our song for the night?
So,
So,
I had to think long and hard for this. I
okay,
don't know
Bubble
why.
Bass.
I had to think long and hard for this.
Bubble Bass, go find your pickles that you lost.
I have a double, triple oxygen. No, I'm kidding. Um, so I am going to go with Even If She Falls.
Yay! Oh my god, I'm so happy. I love that song.
Big pop. Big pop.
Yes! Not as big as personal property, but yes!
Woo!
So, why are you picking this one?
I think for some people that do not know a lot about Blink, or they are a super diehard fan but they don't know this song very well, I think it would be a good track for them to get into Blink, or be like, oh, okay, like they're like, how should I put it? It's like kind of like a hidden track that needs to be recognized more.
Oh, I
I
see
think.
you pulling out big stops. I love this. I have taught you well, my child. Um, I don't know what am I saying, but yes, this is the prime example for what a Blink song should be for people, especially like considering this is a fucking deluxe edition track. Like this is like one of
Mhm.
those situations with like Billy Talent, for example, when they did the deluxe edition for Billy Talent 3, they put like 2 or 3 tracks that should have been on the main album. This one should have been on the main album for Blink, and it's a very good song. It puts you in a good mood, makes you want to fall in love, and it's summertime. I mean, it's not not the perfect time to fall in love right now. So, song of the night, Even If She Falls from Blink-182's album Neighborhoods. Be sure to go check that out if you guys are interested. There'll be a link in the top right hand corner at the end of the episode. Go ahead, take a click and listen to it. It's just the audio. There's no music video for this one. And our next episode, I won't be here.
Yep, it's all gonna be me, baby.
Yes, Deep Talks with Dystro episode 3 will be this Sunday for you guys. Um, I don't know what he's talking about yet.
I do know what I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna spoil it
Okay.
yet.
All right, leave your viewers ready to listen. So, I won't be here, guys. So, I know y'all will miss me just for one episode. I promise I'll be back. I'm not leaving forever. It's just that one episode. We each have our own solo stuff. I don't have. I didn't. I actually forgot to put a solo episode for this month for myself. God damn it. Oh well, I'll do one in July. It's all right. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in listening to Dystro with deep talks and stuff like that, be sure to listen this Sunday. I think you guys will enjoy. He's the wise man after all.
Feel
Wise
like a
man.
white man sometimes.
Wise
Yes,
man.
yes.
I'm supposed to be called tribal chief, but you know what? That's fine. Anyways, enough of the chit chat here. I'm sure y'all have listened long enough. If you guys stuck around to the very end, we greatly appreciate your support. Be sure to go ahead and follow us on social media by clicking on our link in the description below. It'll take you to Linktree. We have Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitter. Go follow us there to keep up to date with the show. So I probably should have mentioned this about a month or two ago. We are now posting gaming content on our channel. Dystro is in charge of all that because he's good with the YouTube shorts and stuff like that and editing and stuff like that. So he's been doing that for about a month or two now. Like he'll post some random shit, but he'll relate it to the podcast. Like his recent one was like when the podcast goes off the rails. Like, he
Hmm.
does that kind of stuff, kind of makes a little meme out of it, which is really cool, especially for those who actually listen to our show. So you kind of understand what we're talking about when we do these. So be sure to check that out too. I really would appreciate it if you guys would check that out. Um, Dystro also has a YouTube channel where he uploads a crap ton of gaming clips as well. He's trying to hit 800 subscribers right now. What, 785, 784?
I went up maybe one, so I'm at 76 right now.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Let's help him out. Let's get him to 800. We play video games when we're not doing the pod. 9 times out of 10, usually playing video games. There's some nights where we just kick it and chill out. We watch MTV and stuff like that, like on YouTube and stuff. So go subscribe to him, give him some love. Once again, take a listen to tonight's song on it by Blink-182 titled Even If She Falls. That's it. Thank you guys for listening. I'll see you guys next Thursday, and Dystro will see you guys this Sunday. Peace.
Peace.